Hello everyone and welcome to my Date and Dine Mall series. In today's video episode, I'm taking you guys to Eko Cheras Mall in Kuala Lumpur. I'm here today on the weekday and today is just after the lunch hour. It is around 2:30 p.m. Eko Cheras Mall begins its journey in 2010, so it's just about 14 years old as per recording of this video. And this is a mixed development project which consists of mall, office tower, service apartments and also hotel. As for context, this is my first time stepping foot in this mall. So just based on my observation, currently I'm on the LG floor. The foot traffic is very low. Maybe it's because it's just after the lunch hour. So I'd like to know from the audience who frequently patron this mall, what is traffic like on the weekday, during the lunchtime and dinner time. Right now is on the tea time period, but also do tell me the traffic light on the weekend, as this could be a very good indicator of how the mall is doing. Overall, on the LG floor, as you can see, there are a couple of decent F&B retailers here, and also they have a village grocer, which I believe will serve the residents community here very well. As for the retail occupancy on the LG floor, we are looking at approximately 70% occupancy. However, the foot traffic is way below what is necessary, in my personal opinion, to keep the mall going. Although you might say this is a tea time hour, but for a mall to do well, even during the tea time hour, there should be more traffic than what we are looking right now on the video. Overall, on this floor, the retail occupancy is approximately 60%, and the foot traffic is also still below the necessary numbers to keep the mall afloat for the next decade. This is my personal opinion. So this section which I'm walking, they have a dual entrance. One is facing the main road, and right here, as you can see, there's many of the retails are completely vacant. So I'm not too sure they were vacant since its inception or they have closed down due to bad business. So guys, if you like this video, smash like button, and also don't forget to share this video to your friends and families who you think might enjoy this sort of content. And do consider subscribing to my channel, as this is the best way you can support a small YouTuber like me so that I can continue to produce more content like this in the future. Right now, I'm on the ground floor, and the moment I land on this level, there's so many retail outlets that are completely vacant. To be perfectly honest, not too sure how this mall were doing back when it's new, but right now, as per recording of this video, there are many retail outlets here are completely void of anyone. For today's modern standard, Eko Cheras Mall falls in between small to medium, but it's not large enough to compete against the much bigger mega malls. However, the mall also can serve its purpose as a community mall, but then again, even this mall, which have lots of old residential, matured residents, this mall management seems to find it difficult to pull the residents here to patron this mall, considering also they have a service apartment, office towers, but yet they are not converting it. As regards to the mall's leasing, since this is a modern mall, all the leasing and renting of the retail outlets are supervised by the management. So in short, the management are the one that is supposed to manage and promote the mall and attracting retailers who participate in this mall. Unlike the other older malls, for those who are watching this video for the first time, many other older malls are stratified, meaning every retail lots are owned by individual owners, and those individual owners are responsible to rent or lease out their own retail lot. So the management only will charge them a management fee every month for maintenance. However, since this mall is managed by a central management, and by looking at it, the management are doing a very bad job in terms of leasing, marketing and promotion. What do you guys think? Although this mall is almost 15 years old now, the design of this mall doesn't really reflect it. To me, the mall design is okay. In certain areas, it's still quite old-fashioned, but overall, I would say it's just above average. And after walking through the mall, what I don't like about this mall is the lighting. It is quite dim in most sections, unlike most of the modern mall, which are bright. I don't know if that is the theme they are going after, but personally, I think they should reconsider changing the lighting so that it looks more bright. Now the mall looks very gloomy, and it doesn't really reflect as this mall is lively. That is a feeling that I'm getting. Alright guys, now I'm on the first floor, and as you can see, the first floor is almost similar like on the ground floor. The foot traffic is also very low. Personally, I think the flow on the mall is not very fluid, although the walking path is very broad, and just by looking at the walking path, they are expecting the foot traffic here to be very high, but somehow things did not turn out as planned. One thing that I observed is that this mall has quite a few unique retailers that you don't see in the bigger malls. But obviously, you will also see the big chain retailers who are operating in many of the major malls. But so far, after walking through 3 floors, surprisingly also they cater for many smaller mums and pop shops, just based on my observation. So in a way, it's a positive sign. At least you give a chance for smaller local Malaysian who doesn't have big budgets to actually have a chance to participate in a much more modern mall. As for the mall's accessibility, it's directly facing the main road, and to access to the car park is not that difficult. But for those who don't have their own transport and you rely on public transportation, there are MRT and they have a direct link bridge connected to Eko Cheras Mall. On the first floor, just based on my observation, they have approximately 60% of the retail outlets currently operating. On certain sections, there are more vacancies available, but the foot traffic has dwindled down significantly as compared to the lower ground and ground floor. For those who are staying in close proximity, Eko Cheras Mall could be a very potential community mall, but for those local Malaysians who are staying further away from Cheras or KL, I don't think so you will want to come here just for F&B or even window shopping. Basically, you can get the same experience, or I would say a much better experience in those malls that are close to where you are staying. I have a question for those who frequently patron Eko Cheras Mall, and especially for those who are staying very close proximity to Eko Cheras Mall. What do you think happened to this mall, and why the foot traffic seems to be lacking? Or is it because the change of shopping habits, many prefer to shop online? Write in the comments down below, share me your preference and your experience as pertaining to this topic. Right now I'm on the second floor. The situation seems to be repeating itself like on the first and the ground floor. The foot traffic on this floor did not improve. In fact, it has dropped quite significantly as compared to the first floor. However, the type of retailers that are operating on this floor, and I would say the entire mall, is kind of decent. They do have a lot of mixture in terms of the traditional chain retailers and the mums and pop shop. Even Kaisen, Daiso, Mr. DIY, they are also operating on this mall. So in that sense, they have quite a few anchor retailers that are keeping this mall afloat. Obviously, the main anchor tenant is Village Grocer, and I don't foresee Village Grocer going anywhere since there are many residents who are staying within close proximity. On level 2 also, as you can see in the video, there's quite a number of F&B who are operating on this floor. It's a much more premium F&B as compared to the lower ground, and they have a ballroom which also cater for like wedding events. So that space can be very useful for any functions. As per the demographic of Cheras, they have a very diverse demographic in terms of the income earners. So I believe that is not a main issue. Like most malls in Malaysia, I like to stress that in my previous video also I did mention that the online retailers are currently consuming most of the bulk of the purchasing audience. So obviously most malls, regardless they are old or modern, they are also suffering from the same fate. One is to attract the consumer to physically come to the mall to spend money, and the second also is to attract the retailers to participate so that they can attract consumers to patron the mall. So it's more like a chicken and egg situation. The way I look at it, the spending habits of local Malaysians have shifted quite significantly during the countrywide lockdown, and because of that, consumers started to go for alternative shopping, and that's where all the online shopping starts to gain traction. Prior to that, I'm not saying there's no online shopping, just that the consumer spending habits has drastically shifted. That's what I'm trying to say. Write in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with my assessment. On the highest floor, which is the third floor, they have a GSC cinema, so that will provide a very good entertainment spot for the local residents. As for Eko Cheras Mall, the parking space in between cars are quite decent, it's wide enough even you're driving a large SUV. Lighting and condition of the parking also is quite decent. Most importantly, there are ample parking spaces, especially if you drop by to B2. They also have a multi-story car park if you're coming to this mall just for the cinema. Obviously, since I'm staying very far from Eko Cheras Mall, I will not come to this mall just for window shopping or for F&B, because there's just too many options for me within close proximity. Even those dying malls that in Subang Jaya, which I live, I'd rather go there. Let's be honest about it. The time that I need to travel here and the toll, and most importantly the traffic jam, I'd rather avoid coming here. Most importantly is that because this mall doesn't provide any substantial unique attraction, so like I said, just not worth the effort coming here. So the reason I'm here is very obvious, it's just to record this video for your entertainment. So guys, that's all for the Eko Cheras Mall. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, smash the like button, and also don't forget to share this video to your friends and families. And the most important thing is that I hope this video is good enough to earn your subscription. My name is Chester Cheng, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Cheers guys!